What's up, everybody? Ty Bartellin with another edition of Player Profile. This time we head up to our friends in Ashtabula County in the Jefferson area, home of the Falcons. Anthony Covetta joins me from their boys basketball team. Anthony, how we doing today, man?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm not doing too bad myself, and you guys aren't doing too bad over there in
Yeah,
Falcon Country. 17-4, you guys are on the season too. I know you guys had a little bit of a heartbreaker the other night, but
yeah,
sometimes that could be a good thing before tournament time. Talk to me
for
about
sure.
this season though, so far, and how it's been throughout the regular season. 17 wins, not an easy feat to accomplish.
Yeah, this has been a great season. Our guys, we've been together for a long time, kind of since sophomore year. And then some of the guys that came with me from Lakeside our freshman year, we've been playing our whole lives together. So this is a close knit group. And we kind of expected, nothing short of a great season. And, we were able to contribute and make that happen.
Talk to me about just your role with the team and how you were able to kind of find your footing with your role on this team too, and maximize that to your fullest capability.
Yeah, so I kind of been a scorer since the jump from Jefferson, sophomore, junior, and senior year. But junior year was a big year for me, kind of just stepping in, having Joey to George. So we were like a bigger 1-2 punch and able to score a lot of points. So then it was able to prepare me for my senior year, having to take even a little bit more of a scoring role on, and my teammates were able to find me and get me open. So it's great.
Year by year, I feel like every athlete kind of has their own game plan on what they want to work on, what they want to improve on. What was that for you going from sophomore to junior to now senior year? What were the things you were looking to improve on each year, and what were you looking to improve on most specifically in this senior year?
Yeah, so like sophomore and junior year, it was kind of just all scoring. You're kind of you're just kind of chasing points, all that, and obviously want to win games. But senior year, it's all about winning. You just want to win. So I would say sitting down and just playing defense. I was like the thing that working. I was kind of working towards the most going into this season, because I knew if I could do that, it would really benefit our team. Able to win games.
Would you say that your defense is the thing you've seen most improvement from freshman year to now in, or would you say it's something else?
I would say for sure. Yeah, I would say there's a different presence on the defensive end that I bring that I didn't bring sophomore or junior year.
What did it take for you to start bringing that kind of presence defensively too? What kind of, was it a mindset? Was it working? Was it certain training? How'd you bring that to the table?
So I mean, always the work brings it to light, but I would say more often than not, it was the weight room and just the mindset thing. Like just knowing that you're going to come down and sit down and play defense. I think you'll make yourself, be able to go out and do it.
How has it been for your senior year? Now you've gone through the regular season. We're
Yeah.
going into tournament time. I mean, the last regular season's over. Is the feeling setting in for you? Have they been setting in? You've been trying to push it back. How have you been reacting to all of it?
It's bittersweet every game. Like just kind of stepping into it, this is your last time playing this team. This is your last time, playing an Ashtabula County team, whatever. But yeah, it's definitely it's been a great season, like I said. So I mean, we're happy with the results, and going into tournament play, we're definitely happy with the way we're playing.
You talked about what you had to do on the court going into each one of your years, but I was curious though, as a leader, you step in more as a leader junior year, and of course you're full
Yeah,
fledged in the leadership role your senior
yeah.
year too. How was that like stepping into that role for you? Was it comfortable for you at first? Were you feeling fish out of water?
No, I was kind of comfortable with it because stepping in as a junior, I felt like I was able to be a good role model to some of the guys on our team. But just being a senior kind of exploded even more. I love the underclassmen on our team. They're great guys. They're great basketball players, and so it's great to be able to take that leadership role and step into those guys' lives as well.
When you were an underclassman, what was the biggest thing you learned from the senior classes that were above you?
Just be comfortable and rely on the work. The work that you put in is how you'll gain confidence on the floor and play your game.
I know Jefferson always known for really good basketball too. You
Yeah.
guys have had some great seasons, especially in recent history too. Speaking to just some of the younger guys too, speaking to the middle school kids, speaking to elementary school kids too, that see the success, that see your success, and want to emulate that one day. What's some advice you'd give them to maybe one day see themselves in your shoes?
Just put your head down and grind. Like it's a long, it's a marathon, not a sprint. You have to really work on your game. It's not going to be an overnight process. Just put your head down and grind, and the work will show.
As we rewind this back to your first chapter in basketball, when's the first time you remember having a ball in your hands? What's some of your earliest memories in the sport?
I think the earliest memories are about like 6, 7 in the driveway. playing pig with my dad, playing horse with my dad, whatever.
What was it about basketball that kind of kept you in it through all the years? When was it was 6, 7 when the first time you started playing organized, or how did that journey start?
So so yeah, organized basketball was kind of like fourth grade, so probably what 10, 11. But just what kept me kind of sticking with it and sticking through was just the competitive aspect of it. I love everything about it. Like just the fact that you can come out with your group of other four other guys and just compete, just come out able to try to win games. It's a great feeling.
Did you see more of was it more shocking going from elementary school ball to middle school ball or middle school to high school ball?
Definitely middle school to high school. The speed and the strength is definitely not a joke. It's definitely a big difference from middle school. But I will say like when you put in the work, I think it makes it easier to transition from any level to the next level.
When you talk about your basketball journey, what are your some of your favorite memories that have stood out to you?
I would say one of my favorite memories is probably like the Sandusky trip we went on this summer. We were able to get like a house to ourselves, and just it was a lot of team bonding. We were able to play great in the tournament, so it was a great exposure and just a great time with the team for sure.
I love those team bonding retreats too, and
Yeah,
that chemistry is obviously needed on the floor too. How close knit is this group of Jefferson boys?
yeah. Like I said in the beginning, I mean, we've been playing literally our whole lives together. This is the closest group I've ever played on. It's a great team to play for, and just like I said, when you're going to war every night with guys that you've been around and known for 6, 7 years, it's just a different feeling.
When you talk about that kind of chemistry too, is it something where like you just know where your guys are going to be on the floor any given time with that much playing time together?
Yeah, I feel like we just know kind of all of our guys' spots and all of like the shots that we want, how we score. So I think it's easy to get all of our spots, get all of our guys in our spots, and just able to score the ball.
I know with Ashtabula County schools starting to play each other more frequently with that new conference now. I mean, the crowds have been insane at these
Yeah,
games too. What's it been like to playing in front of great crowds too that are loud and rowdy?
yeah, it's great. Those are like stuff we live for too as a team. We love those type of environments. So we were able to kind of thrive in a lot of those environments this year. With the new CVC conference, I think it's great. I think being able to come in on a Tuesday night and play in a packed gym and a crosstown rival, I think it's a great feeling.
What makes Jefferson special to you as a school system?
I mean, what just makes Jefferson special is the fact that I was able to transfer from as a freshman from another Ashtabula County school, and they stepped in, or when I stepped in, they were open arms. Coach Rosano welcomed me, straight to the offense. Had a big role as a sophomore, junior, and senior. So I mean, that's something I'm grateful for that he was able to let me in do that.
We talked a lot about your on-court stuff. Curious about you as a person. What do you think some of the biggest things you've changed from freshman year to now in as a person?
Just kind of like the maturity thing. I mean, like when you're a sophomore, even like maybe beginning of junior year, kind of just childish in the locker room playing around. Like as a senior, you're kind of just it's a business trip every night.
How was that? How was it fostering that mentality for you over the years? Did that just happen overnight? You find yourself gradually getting into that mentality? How'd that happen?
Yeah, I kind of felt myself gradually getting into it towards the end of last year as things were getting more serious going into playoff time. But it still definitely gets tough when you have like some of your younger guys messing with you in the locker room, to stay a little bit serious.
We talk about playoff time, of course, this upcoming Friday, just a couple days away. You guys are going to be hosting Niles McKinley Red Dragons, a great team, a team you guys are somewhat familiar with, former conference foe.
Yeah.
Talk to me about just hosting a playoff game, the excitement of that too, and what it's going to mean to you to have that one playoff game at home, that one more home game.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, it's perfect. We were blessed to get two home playoff games last year. So we kind of know the feeling. It's great. The crowd comes out. We have a great student section for our playoff games. So yeah, I mean, I think it's great to get another home playoff game, get another home game as a senior in general for all of our seniors. So I think it should be great.
What's your personal mentality going into tournament time now as a senior, knowing any game could be your last?
Yeah, just being confident as a team, being aggressive as a team, and most importantly, our defense. Our defense has been off to a great, end of this year. Past 4 or 5 games, we've been playing really well defensively. So, that's the mentality I kind of want to bring into the playoffs for sure.
We talked about some of the things, future games too, and I don't want to get too far ahead of things too, because I want you to be focused on the next one. But when we do talk about you finally throwing that cap in the air, you're graduated, all said and
Yeah.
done. What's the plans for Anthony Covetta after high school?
Definitely go to college, play at the next level. We're not sure on, where or whatever, but yeah, definitely playing at the next level for sure next year.
What are some things you look for in a college and in a team?
The first thing I look for in a college is, just like the academic part, a strong, business or whatever program looking to go into. And then also, a coaching staff that really wants to develop their guys and wants to win. I really want to come in and win at a program. And so that'd be great.
You talked about the academic side of things, and I love to hear
Yep.
that, of course, too. Talk to me about just balancing the academic life with the athletic life, too, as a student athlete in high school, too. How you're able to manage your time in that.
Yeah, that's a tougher thing too as well. But yeah, I'm kind of blessed with my schedule, being able to take some college credit courses, right by my house. So that's kind of takes a little bit of the workload off. So I only end up having 4 classes, opposed to like the regular 8. So yeah, so it kind of makes it a little bit easier for me going into my senior year. So yeah.
When you talk about some of your favorite teachers that you've had throughout your high school tenure, what are some that come to mind?
Yeah, of course, Mr. Barney. Mr. Barney is my accounting teacher this year. This is my first year having him, but he's like been in the school with me for since I was a sophomore and been messing with me since sophomore. So that's my guy, and that's probably the first name that comes to mind.
What do you think makes a good teacher and or a good coach since they're so similar and have parallels?
Yeah, what makes a good coach and a great teacher to me is just helping the kids and wanting the best for them. Truly, not just while they're in the classroom or on the court, but outside of that.
When you talk about basketball as an impact on your life too, what are some of the biggest life lessons the sport has taught you? Because there's so many parallels in that as well.
Yeah, just to kind of bounce back, like last night we had a kind of bad loss to Spar. We ended up losing by 2. Should have been a game that we probably should have finished. So just being able to bounce back because we have another one today, our last home game against Wycliffe. So we got to come out and kind of put that loss behind us, even though it hurts. You got to come out and just be able to bounce back tomorrow.
Before we talk, I mean, we talked about that playoff game too. So, what are you
Yeah.
guys looking to do, gearing up for that playoff game? You get this little, I guess,
Yeah.
test and this game to kind of sharpen your teeth before that playoff game on Friday.
Yeah, I think it's great because I think going into a playoff run with a loss probably wouldn't be like the best thing for us, but I think it could turn out to be an advantage for us if we come out and play well tonight, get a win, and then go into that playoff game Friday.
So anything to make a team more hungry too. It
Yeah,
makes them a little bit more
for sure.
dangerous, I say. Before I let you go, Anthony, I want to give you the chance to spotlight people. I want to give the spotlight to you. Spotlight some people that have been there for you along the way with this journey, that have been there cheering you on, and you couldn't do it without.
Yeah, first, I want to say my family, my mom, dad, my sister. They're with me through everything. I want to say, my athletic director, Greg Jahola, and the coaching staff and my teammates as well.
Anthony, we're so excited for this Jefferson Falcons run too. Good luck in
Yeah,
your game against Wycliffe tonight too, and good luck against Niles on Friday, an all YSN matchup, and we're excited for that one, no doubt. I'm pretty sure we're going to have it on the
yeah.
network thanks in part to ACRNC. So, Anthony, congratulations on a great season. Congratulations on a great senior year. Best of luck in the
Thank you.
future, and we'll be talking to you again real soon.
Appreciate it, Ty. Have a good one.